Welcome, my name is Phacil, and this is another solo Automaton Helldive. I decided to try something completely out of my comfort zone. They say variety is the spice of life, and I do love me some life. So thank you Vlad for the recommendation. I hope you enjoy the way I butcher your loadout. This loadout involves a 380 Barrage, so I went for another Airbase Sabotage mission. I figured I'd be busy enough getting used to the guns I barely use, so I cut myself some slack. Not really a pretty landing spot, so I picked a spot that looked calm to start. The loadout consists of a Jetpack, a 380 Barrage, Eagle Airstrikes, and an Autocannon Sentry. As for gear, I'll be running the Dominator as my primary with the Senator secondary, basically a Desert Eagle, rounding it out with stun grenades and a Trailblazer Scout armor. For those unfamiliar, it's a 30% more stealth armor, and I can see enemies near my pins on the map. I am kinda worried about jammers with Fabricators attached, since I'll probably have to throw my body at those, but I suppose sometimes sacrifices must be made. Thanks again for all the support everyone. If you want to see me kick ass or get obliterated in your favorite loadout, be sure to leave your recommendation in the comments. Also, add if you want me to fight automatons or terminids and what mission you'd like to see me do. So without any further ado, this one's for you, Vlad. Nice, a quiet place to start. Super peaceful. Okay, bye. I'm actually super excited for this jetpack. I basically swore an oath to this thing at level 10. Then I just kinda stopped playing it when I hit level 22 or so. Figured I'd try other stuff, and then I just never really came back to it. Hopefully it doesn't take me too long to get used to it again. I haven't used the Autocannon Sentry in a while either, but that thing is really strong, that much I remember. If you're new to my videos, I usually do tips, fun facts and learning moments. Hope you enjoy those. For returning viewers, I'm renaming my learning moments to reflections. Fits it more, I think, since sometimes it's more of a reminder than a learning moment. Semantics, I suppose. So reflection number 1 here. I'm trying to mentally attune to my loadout, which is making it so I barely check my minimap. It's a really big mistake, which is why I'm running into different packs of groups here. Luckily I haven't gotten annihilated for it. Tip number 1 right away. You can run past walkers and shoot them in the back. Their turning speed is basically the same as an HMG emplacement. So even with 4 of them here, by running around them I actually didn't die. Their guns do massive damage though, so don't underestimate them too much. Coming back to the reflection, by mentally attuning, I mean thinking about when I should use what gun and or stratagem, which leads me directly to tip number 2. Think about the mission you're doing and the enemies and objectives you'll be facing. Decide beforehand how you're going to handle those different situations. So here I've already decided I'm going to try to keep placing my autocannon sentry as high up as I can get it. It prevents friendly fire and it gives it open view of all my enemies. My 380s I'm going to throw into the dropship objectives and heavy outposts, and my airstrikes are going to have to cover all the other fabricators, since I have no grenades or explosive weapons. Obviously thinking of how to use it and executing are two different skills entirely, but being well prepared is a habit I teach anyone in life. The most inspirational quote I know on preparation is this: "There's no such thing as luck. What most call luck is where preparation meets opportunity." So be well prepared. Alright, let's get to the gunship fabricators. So the plan here is pretty simple. I drop the hell bomb, arm it, and use my body as a meat shield so it goes off. I have 2 stims, so hopefully I can buy enough time. Fun fact number 1. This icon means your bullets are ricocheting and therefore doing absolutely nothing. In this scenario it should at least attract attention, which at the moment is all I need from this gun, luckily. That's 1 down. I do find it kinda weird that location doesn't hit both buildings, but it is what it is, I guess. I really wanted this hell bomb to bounce to the outside corner of the building, so all the bots would have a good angle on it. Mission accomplished, baby. Never seen a stray hell bomb this close to the objective. Wonder if that does the trick. I figured that'd be too easy. I'm staring at this hog so hard here, making sure I dodge his missiles. So I play myself basically. So reflection number 2. Don't tunnel vision. Maintain overview.
Deploying reinforcements.
Democracy has landed.
Tip number 3. Dive away from a Hulk's flamethrower. Even if he catches your feet, you'll still live, because you can't die to fire damage over time while diving. If you dive into the flame though, he'll tap your head, which is still a one-shot. So away from. Thank you to Tempo for this intel. No, of course you bounce. Why would you just stick here?
Approved. Deploying now.
That's Dominator power for you right there. Honestly, I have no idea how this Hellbomb is still up in this position. Guess they really don't like Jetpack boys. Okay, I need more Jetpack practice. Guess you're going over there, my Widow Sentry.
Deploying Sentry. Deploying equipment package.
Remember, fighting bots is one giant game of who positions better. I throw the Hellbomb on this side because if the gunships want an angle on it, then my Autocannon Sentry has an angle on them. Checkmate, monkeys. Okay, maybe I need to start running the Autocannon Sentry more often. Fun fact number 2. Killing enemies doesn't give you anything. So although I love shooting bots and bugs, prioritizing the objective is key for successful missions. I have 4 stun grenades here and another 4 I can grab if needed right behind me. So essentially this Hulk is dead to this Hellbomb already. Still though, I want it. South we go. Tip number 4. Play according to your loadout. That sounds silly, but the impact is gigantic. This armor lets me scout behind this outpost on the minimap, preventing random patrols from jumping me after the airstrike goes off. Or at least, informing me beforehand. I found a raider on the way to the main objective. Absolutely nothing happens because I stealthed my way through it according to my armor perk. So skipping this also. See, this armor lets me kill this whole outpost without triggering anything. People forget how big 30% really is. Fun fact number 3. If you've ever taken medicine and read the disclaimer, anything above 10% is considered very often for reference. So 30% is nuts. I dropped a Hellbomb here to destroy this dropship and Fabricator. I know I'm gonna need a second one to finish the objective, but this takes full advantage of my armor hiding me so well.
Hellbomb armed! Clear the area!
This scene could have been so nice if that dropship just went a little bit more left. Would have crashed into the objective for me. Highlight reel galore, man. Shame. I decided to airstrike this to make up for time. Choosing time over samples, basically. I'm running northwest here first, so I can circle back to the extraction. Looks like the optimal route. Honestly, I forgot how easy it is to run across the map in this armor. You can almost wave at the bots without them shooting you. So for all you stealth, light armor lovers out there, the Trailblazer Scout is definitely the way to go. Which leads me to reflection number 3. When playing in a team, having one person play this build, so the sneaky blow up everything without them noticing build, will probably accelerate your clear speed by extreme amounts. 3 people shooting and distracting while one person goes in to do the objective basically means you turn extended combat into something useful, which is a distraction for your stealthy teammate. Fun strat to try out, I'd say. Oh, fun fact number 4. The distance you can have from the escape pod while uploading is 32 meters. Any further and you start losing progress.
Objective located. East.
I swear, every time I throw a 380, I feel like I'm at a raffle of some sort. Maybe I win my money back, maybe I win that flat screen TV, or maybe I realize I'm a chump and I lose my money. Gambling is a thing, I guess. Which coincidentally leads me to fun fact number 5, 6, and 7. First off, number 5. Gambling, alcohol, smoking, and gaming, unfortunately, among other things, are all addictive because your body produces dopamine when you do it, or use it. Dopamine is a very powerful neurotransmitter that influences what you do. Your brain is basically giving you a doggy treat for doing something it likes, which is kinda nuts if you consider the consequences of some of those actions, some even leading to death. Luckily, adding to that is fun fact number 6. There is a more powerful neurotransmitter, which I've already mentioned before in my first solo Automaton video. It's known as Oxytocin. You know, the hormone you produce when you help others. So you could be led to believe your body wants you to help others more than it wants you to smoke and game. I'm kinda cheating here because I hope I can help others by gaming, but I'll let you guys interpret that one. Lastly, fun fact number 7. I found out that one of the last steps of getting rid of your addiction through Alcoholics Anonymous or Narcotics Anonymous is helping others. Apparently, not completing this step gives you an insanely high chance of relapse. So take care of others, which crazy enough is the same thing as taking care of yourself, apparently. So maybe we can be noble and selfish at the same time. What a paradox, eh? The 380 didn't finish everything, and I have no eagles, so this is me being creative, using a Jetpack Hellpod to destroy a Fabricator. Crazy to think that 380 only took out the 2 Fabricators. At least it killed everything in here, so that's very nice. Reflection number 4 here. I really need to use my Jetpack more often. I once mentioned you should always use your cooldowns as often as possible. That also counts for the Jetpack. That's how you get the most bang for your buck. Same thing, but with a resupply. Why not? Worked the first time.
Deploying equipment package.
What the heck? This thing is Fabricatorception. It's a door in a door with a door in a door. That was a movie reference, by the way. My apologies if you have no clue what I'm on about.
No pain, no freedom.
Objective nearby.
By the way, I'm converting my objective deep dives into shorts on YouTube. Thank you, Shep Shane, for that recommendation. If you guys want more details than I can fit in those 1-minute videos, please let me know though. I'll start putting them back into long format videos then. Reflection number 5. I should have called the SSSD in on the Fabricator there, since I have no other way of dealing with it right now. I missed that chance. Tip number 5. During this objective, get up here ASAP. I've mentioned this before, but using choke points to your advantage turns even Helldives into a joke. So I suppose the tip is, try to create choke points as much as possible. Tip number 6 here, plan your route and take action accordingly. I was going for this small outpost here, but I realized I was going to go south afterwards, so clearing the path first gives me a way out in case things go badly. Granted, it's not likely with a small outpost, but still. This senator feels so much like a desert eagle to me. It's pretty epic, I'll be honest.
Administering freedom.
I don't know if I'll ever get used to the handling of the Dominator. It's so heavy. I airstrike the dropship here and everything dies. Moving on. I cut footage so the video is a bit more digestible, by the way, less of a time investment. If you guys prefer fast forwarding so you can slow it down at will, let me know. Not sure whether you guys want a shorter video or more examinable content. Here I decide to be cheeky and put my autocannon sentry on high ground, which unfortunately leads me to tip number 7. If you're gonna put sentries on high ground, make sure all the fabricators are down first. You'll notice here, this autocannon sentry wasted all his bullets on the back of a fabricator. FML, man.
Sentry.
Bot outpost spotted.
Okay, fine, I'll use friendly fire to destroy. Okay, fine, maybe I won. Reflection number 6 here clearly. Use your third person camera to check if it's locked onto you or not before peeking back out. Being able to look around the corner without being in danger is literally the biggest advantage to third person shooters in comparison to first person. So maybe I should take advantage of that. I did decide earlier to 380 heavy outpost, so here goes nothing I guess. Only need to take out 3 is the good news. I decided to go for the main objective while the 380 put in work. May as well use the time efficiently since these things are so close together. Reflection number 7 here. Between this armor and the blizzard, I could basically hug these bots without them noticing me. There's no reason for me to be sniping from this far away. This is poor usage of the tools I have. Don't do that. Oh yeah, I have a jetpack. Duh. Of course you bounce.
Request approved, on its way now.
See, I literally shot his whole crew and he's just chilling. That's how much this armor hides me. And the blizzard, of course.
Hellbomb arm! Clear the area!
Okay, back to clean up whatever's left of the heavy outpost.
Another step towards galactic liberation. You may extract.
Oh nice. I took out the Fabricator on the left here. That means I can get these last 2 with 1 airstrike. Sweet.
Keep liberty.
Say hello to democracy!
I found a safe anti-air side objective. Nothing happens here, so skipping. Also found the super samples, but also boring, so also skipping.
Deploying sentry.
Reflection number 8 here. I threw an Eagle airstrike at it, assuming it would get both Fabricators, but it doesn't. I made the stratagem placement unnecessarily hard for myself, since the Eagle airstrike comes in perpendicular fashion to how you throw it, as well as cluster bombs, napalms, and Eagle smoke strikes by the way. So I should have just run a little bit to the right here, so the Fabricators lined up more. Would have made a much easier 2-for-1 airstrike. It's a good reminder.
Package.
Mag's empty!
Tip number 8 here. Last one. Information mainly for newer players perhaps. Outposts and nests always have samples you can collect. How many they have is seemingly random though. So nuking an outpost or nest is fast, but be aware that by not investigating the wreckage, you leave samples behind. Still a common mistake from what I understand. Samples will upgrade your firepower permanently, so well worth the risk usually.
Eagle 1 reality. Feedback shortly. Extraction request confirmed. Shuttle inbound.
A quick plug for those who enjoy watching streams. I stream Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at 7:30 p.m. GMT plus 2. I'll link my stream in the description below. If you'd ever like to do some runs together, feel free to join. And yes, that includes if you're not used to difficulty 9 missions. I managed to convince a couple of you already to do some, and you found out that you are more than capable of handling them. So that's awesome. So I hope more of you join soon. Thank you very much.
Firing orbital barrage.
I suppose it's fair I summarize this loadout to the best of my ability. Vlad, correct me where you deem fit, of course. I think the Trailblazer Scout designates it to being a stealth hit and run playstyle. It's easier to get away because enemies see you less quickly, and being able to mark the map to see enemies gives you a clear route forward. The Jetpack amplifies this train of thought. The Dominator and Senator are heavy hitting guns, hard to handle, but will bust anything that forces an engagement with you. And if that doesn't work out, you can always stun grenade and run. The downside does seem to be gunships right now though, to which the only answer seems to be the Autocannon Sentry, or if you get lucky, you get a Sieve anti-air side objective. The 380 Barrage really consolidates this build into a hit and run playstyle, unless you're nuts enough to go into the danger zone while it's blasting, I guess. And lastly, the Eagle Airstrike is your best answer to Fabricators and destroyable objectives. I say best, but I think it's realistically your only answer, unless you're gonna do what I did and try to resupply everything. The 380 can work, but it's too random to rely on, I feel, where relying on it can sometimes force you back into an area you just decided you needed to get away from. So all in all, I think it's a fantastically fun loadout for the hit and run players out there. I had a blast running it. It's definitely not my cup of tea, as mentioned, but like I said, variety really is the spice of life. So thank you again, Vlad. It's been fun.
Eagle 1 armed and ready.
ETA T-minus 1 minute. Get some! Get some! ETA T-minus 30 seconds. ETA T-minus 20 seconds.
And as is becoming tradition, I feel, I'll wrap this up with a fun fact non-related to Helldivers too. I'll throw you guys a curveball from my neuroscience knowledge. See how you guys like it. Fun fact number 8. Our pupils dilate so they get bigger when things are dark, and they contract so they get smaller when there's plenty of light. There are other reasons our pupils can change size, however. For example, if we're looking at someone we are sexually attracted to, then our pupils will dilate due to hormones. So if there's plenty of light in the room and someone's looking at you intently, they should have small pupils because there's plenty of light. But if they're big, there's a good chance they're into you. I should probably also add here, before you get too excited, that certain narcotics also cause our pupils to dilate though. So maybe they're not into you, maybe they're just intoxicated. I don't know. I hope that helps you out somehow. Let me know. Thank you for sticking with me through this run. I hope you enjoyed me running someone else's loadout, and if you did, then friendly reminder to send me yours, so I can look bad in your loadout. My name is Phacil. Be well, and take care.